Welcome back, folks. Good morning. I'm Keegan Owens, and I'm joined today by Lucille, the head hen. And today, I got an idea. See, I have here this armor. It's not that good. It's made of a rusted barrel, but it works, I suppose. However, there's a slight problem with it. The problem is, I ground out the slots for my arms really poorly. Thus, basically, when I move my arms, well, it bites into my arms like a shark. So I'm going to try and fix that today. And I think I will also attempt to add kidney protection and a couple of other upgrades to it. So let's see how that goes. So here it is. I've ground out much larger slots, and now I'm going to put it on for the first time and see just how it works. Alright, this is much better. I still can't reach that far down, but this is much better. Now, tie the leg bits on. You know what? I think there's a quicker way to do this. That didn't work. Voila! That was a lot quicker now, wasn't it? So this actually fits quite well now. I can do a lot of stuff like this. Here, let me see if I can let you see my legs a bit better. This stuff works pretty well. And yeah, so there's one last thing that I'd like to do, and that is add some sort of protection for this area. Because see, a while back I was at Fight Club, and unfortunately I got my posterior beaten rather badly, because apparently that's the preferred target of everyone there. Possibly because it is open in their armor as well, not just mine. And, well, I'd rather like that to not happen next time I go back there, whenever that is. So, I need to find some way of protecting that. Now, one way is I could rig up some ridiculously complicated thing the same way I have these on. I'll drill holes here, attach a separate plate there, sort of like a steel corset, which is not something I'm looking forward to, and then hang armor off of that. Or I can make a separate piece, because as it is, my back is exposed. And I mean, my back isn't all that important, because my back is tough. But, yeah, it could be a problem. So, I want to try and find some way to solve that. The way I told you is a bit, well, I mean, I could do it, but I'm not sure how it would work for right here. I think I'll go with the armored corset idea. The only problem is my belt has to go right there, which I guess would tighten it up a bit. And this only needs one thing. Cue epic crocheting montage. So, now that that is done, I can begin making armor. Alright, so I can move pretty freely. But now it's time for the upgrades. Now for the upgrades I have this, which is what I cut this from in the first place. Now, what I'm thinking of doing is going to take some sort of plate, and I'm just going to have it wrap around my lower back like that and protect my kidneys from being hit. And yeah, so there's a slight dilemma. Should I make one single plate that just goes around the back? Maybe it's tied here and then I pull it around and tie it on here. Or should I make two plates, both tied here, and then I tie them in the back? Now, this had been a dilemma a couple minutes ago, but when I got in here, I realized that probably the best thing to do would be to make two plates and then tie them in the back. So that's what I'm going to do. And let's get started. Horribly ugly, but it'll work. Alright, so, as it's stands. We have the main part of the cuirass here. And we have these two bits right here, which are going to go on here. So, I've ground out the pieces, I've tied them to the main cuirass, and now all that's left is I have to rig up the fittings to strap them behind me. So, I attached the fittings. I have no clue if they're going to work, so let's find out. Alright, seems good so far. Alright, that fits on nicely. I just tie it somehow. Ah, lovely. I didn't think of how I was going to tie it. Feels reasonably protective. This is Keegan Owens, the editor. For your viewing convenience. Ooh. All right. Well, it's not the most comfortable thing in the world, but I guess it fits, works pretty well. Let's see if I can cut things in it. I'm using my spadroon here. I can do that, which I wasn't able to do before I cut the thing today. I can properly pull up cuts. It's not the most comfortable thing in the world. But I can do it. So I'd say this suit of armor works. Well, it's not an entire harness, but it's basically functional half armor. Well, I guess that's it for today, folks. Have a good day, and I'll see you next time.